Hello, my people. How you doing? It is Captain Foley coming back at you for another Mandalorian first reaction trailer. Hopefully, we get some people watching. Um, by all means, when you see this, make sure you hit like, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, do all that jazz as well. Even if you're watching this after the fact and not watching it live, please make sure you are subscribed. It's very important, as like 44 or 43% of the people that watch our videos are not subscribed. Um, but the subscription thing really helps us out. So if you guys can make sure you're subscribed, please do so. We would greatly appreciate it. So hopefully we get some people watching. We got Miss Defiant, Mr. Raven Productions. Hit that like button. I have spoken. This is the way. This is the way. That's right, Bill. So welcome, guys. And this is one I was going to do last night, but decided to go out last night and didn't get back till late. And the same thing tonight. Going out to see a buddy of mine who's in a band. He's actually performing, and he's the main show tonight. He's not the starting band or whatever. So I'm going to be going out tonight and probably won't be back till late again. So I thought I would do this now. Might only be half an hour, might only be an hour, who knows, but you know, we'll talk about The Mandalorian. 7 people here watching. I kind of want more, but that's okay. Make sure you let me know, guys, that you're here. You can hear me all right. You can see me all right. And make sure to hit that like button. Very important. If you guys want a super chat, please do. It does help out the channel. All these lives we do, we always want some kind of super chats just so we can say that they're worth doing. So Bill says this episode was very John Wick. I mean, John Wick in space, sure, I would buy that. See and hear 100%. Awesome. Good to know. All right, so 10 people watching now. It's a little bit better. A little bit better. I'll just start talking about it, and you guys chime in if you have any questions or comments or things you noticed. Let me know, guys. So, I mean, this one was good. It was an action-packed adventure ride, for sure. I did enjoy it. I don't know if I enjoyed it as much as the other two. I enjoyed it differently than the other two. They were all good, but this was like 37 minutes. So it was a little bit longer than last week's, which was good. Let's see. I was the second was watching the Ptolemy class episode when I got the notification for the live. But you gotta make sure you watch the Ptolemy class episode because it's a great episode. The director was going to do the Obi-Wan series. Nice. The ending got me shook. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go through every beat because what we're going to do is usually Monday will be our Mandalorian review. However, Samuel is away this week and won't be back on time on Monday for that. So we're probably going to do our Mandalorian recap and live review on Tuesday instead. So doing this one today. Don't know what we're doing Monday, if anything, but check it out for Tuesday. But from hopefully after this Tuesday, like I said, we'll be doing it every Monday, and it'll be Mandalorian Mondays on Trekyards. We're going to talk about the Mandalorians. So hopefully you guys like that. This show needs a Tilly. Yeah. That being said, today Sylvia and I went to the mall. I did some shopping and stuff, and while I was shopping, she actually dyed her hair again to red. So my personal at-home Tilly is back. She's got dark red hair now. She just needs to get it wavy or curly. So this makes me happy. When I met her, she was a redhead. She went blonde and now is back to red again. So I'm really stoked about that. I've been kind of bugging her to go red for the past 2 years because she hasn't been the redhead. But so excited about that. Isn't next weekend Thanksgiving? Probably in the States. I'm not sure. We've already had our Thanksgiving in Canada. I thought this weekend might have been Thanksgiving, but I guess not. I read that hot redhead ass. Oh, yeah. 20 people watching now. Make sure you hit like, everybody. Make sure you're subscribed, and let me know what you guys think about The Mandalorian. I think it's really on track. It's doing fantastic. Got more Baby Yoda this week, which is really cute. Just removing the knob off the top of the one control. turned into such a thing, because it's like it's what reminded him that he probably shouldn't be leaving, and it also ends up going back to it at the end, saying, here, play with this, even though it's not a toy. Um, from what TV show is that animation? Doesn't look like Star Trek. Well, I'm not talking about Star Trek today, am I? It's just a generic sci-fi background. There will be a few different ones that crop up during this live, so hopefully you enjoy it. Next two episodes has Gina Carano in it. Good, I'm glad. I like her. I liked her a lot in Deadpool 2, or Deadpool, the first one. I find her really attractive, actually. So I'm looking forward to seeing her in that. Yeah, I mean, this one was called The Sin. And, I mean, a lot happened in this episode. He got, his Mandalorian armor upgraded with the Beskar steel. He looks all shiny and new now. It looks great. And, turns out everybody had a tracking fob because they wanted to make sure this bounty got picked up. And the Mandalorian decided not to leave. He wanted to know what was going on with Baby Yoda, and nobody would answer his questions. So he decided to go back and get him, which was awesome. So spoilers, guys. If you didn't know there was going to be spoilers, there's going to be spoilers. Hey, Captain Kenny, how's it going? But yeah, so just remember, guys, if you want a super chat, please do. Just a couple super chats will really help out the channel and make these lives worth it. This is probably going to be a shorter one, might be half an hour, might be an hour, depending. But I just wanted to give you my first reaction to the Mandalorian Chapter 3, which was, I loved it. I thought it was great. They are on the right track. They're doing awesome week after week, and I'm looking forward to a lot more. The fast back to when he was a kid. It was intense and sad. The flashback, yeah, we got to see some of the battle droids, and it seems every time that he's getting the armor made, he's having these flashbacks, kind of remembering his days when he was a foundling, I guess. There's even some other Mandalorians in this one, quite a few actually, and I love how there was tension at first. They were, they said that the bars were branded by the Imperial smelts, and this guy's working for the Empire, and there's a little bit of backlash there for the Mandalorians. But then at the end, they rally around him and come back and help, and I thought that was great. I didn't expect that at all, and I wondered why they did that. But I think it's because little Baby Yoda isn't innocent, and basically he was doing the right thing. So I think the Mandalorians, because of the Mandalorian code, and just because of the fact that they value the foundlings or whatever, which are innocents, I would assume, that they banded together and helped him out. And now they're going to have to move from that planet. They're going to have to move their cults, not their cult, their organization somewhere else. But it's the way of things, so it's fine. I thought it was great. Get some more Mandalorian lore. I love that most of them have jetpacks, and I love the variation in armor. They've got different heavy machine guns, and like I said, the jetpacks are great. And even at the end, the Mandalorian's like, "Oh, I got to get one of those." I thought it was great. Had a very Rocketeer vibe to it. That scene where the other Mandalorian was flying beside the ship. But no, the one thing that confuses me immensely is the trackers. Why did all of a sudden all the trackers start acting up all of a sudden? There's got to be a way to deactivate that or something so that he can't be tracked, because that's going to be a pain in the ass. And why did they all of a sudden turn back on? Was because they realized that the baby was stolen, so they reactivated the tracker. It has something to do with the target. I don't know. We haven't learned a lot about these tracking fobs, unless it's been in extended universe lore that I just don't know anything about. So if you guys know about that, let me know, because I would love to find out more about that. Let's see, what else? Got to see had again a very Western vibe to it, even when Carl Weathers' character got shot and was saved by the Beskar steel that was in his pocket. That's very, cigarette case. Clint Eastwood, Man with No Name, having the stove, the cast iron stove door underneath his shirt, underneath his poncho. Same with Back to the Future 3. Very much an old Western vibe, and I love that. I thought it was great, actually. So we had that. We had even like a chariot, right? Like chase a bit with a droid driving instead of a human or a horse. The droid, of course, the astromech droid gets shot to stop it, which I saw coming, which bugs me. I love astromech droids. I have a lot of them. So that kind of bugged me a little bit. So, but it was a cool new astromech droid. It has a new shaped dome on its head, so I love that. I love how when he first says for it to go, it's like, nope, I don't want to go. A little Easter egg you guys might not have noticed: the container that they give him the Beskar steel in is the same container that we see in Empire Strikes Back on Cloud City when the people are running around. There's one guy got it under his arm. It's actually an ice cream maker. So they used the exact same container for the Beskar steel, which I thought was a very nice touch. It was very subtle, but I'm not sure a lot of people even noticed it per se, but I did, and I thought it was a great little touch. So if you haven't noticed that, check that out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. What else happened? That's pretty much a good summary right there. A lot happened at the same time. There was more dialogue in this one than the other two, but it was not very dialogue heavy, which was fine as well. Let's see. Bill Barkley saying something about the huge mass thing above the door. That's actually, I believe it's a Mandalorian symbol, but I believe it's actually one of the mythosaur skulls. So that guy was running with stolen Empire good. It was stolen with something. It's designed for carrying something. But yeah, it could have been Beskar steel in there. Who knows? I doubt it, but flying Mandos. Dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 da. And David Bessig is a superhero of the channel because he throws in a super chat. Thank you very much, David. Again, if any of you guys want a super chat, please do. It really helps us out. We want to make these lives worth it, and this is probably not going to be a very long one, maybe half hour, maybe an hour. Not quite sure yet, so just if you can super chat, please do. It really helps us out. So, but David puts in $2 and says, "Yo, this TOS computer frame is legit. Is it new?" No, I've been using this for my first reactions videos to Discovery and things like that. I've got a few other different OBS frames on. This is on the laptop. I got a whole bunch more down on the main PC downstairs, but I hardly ever use that for live streaming, just because there's internet issues and stuff sometimes with it. So it's kind of annoying. But I do have other ones I can switch between. I'm going to keep this one up though, just because I like it. I think it looks good, and hopefully you guys like it as well. What was the name of the big Mando that Favreau voiced? I don't know. The Mandos must have been happy to finally leave the basement. Yeah, I did not expect for them to come to his aid, especially considering everything that happened at the beginning with them kind of having issues with him working for the Empire or being a traitor to them, I guess. There was some weird vibes going on there that I don't know what was happening. And I mean, I'm glad they did come to his rescue. It was kind of cool to see the Mandalorians all working together. But I don't know. I've only seen it twice. I watched it twice now, and I need to go back and rewatch it a few more times, which I will do before a review on Tuesday. But I really enjoyed it. I don't know if, like I said earlier, I don't know if I liked it more than the first two. The first two had a very interesting feel to them. This one feels a little bit different, but I can get behind that. It still works for me, so no real issue there. Commandos must have been happy to finally leave Mom's basement. Yes. One thing that kind of bugged me was the one guy wearing glasses. Do they even exist in the Star Wars universe? Yes, obviously they do. I mean, we see Maz Kanata. She's got the things that she puts over her eyes. Not really glasses per se, but I mean, I would say yes, that they should exist. Same like Star Trek. Most people maybe can have it fixed. Most people probably do get it fixed. Some people might decide not to, or it might just be to look cool because those are tinted glasses on the Doctor, which is kind of cool. It could also just be, he's allergic to whatever, like in Star Trek, he's allergic to Retin X5. you know, so he can't get his eyes corrected, and he needs the glasses. So I don't know. I have no issues with that kind of thing. By the way, what's the eye stalk on the door attached to? It's scanned. It's screamed out when the man ripped it off. Yeah, it seems to have an organic substance in the middle. From the first episode, I got a good screenshot of it. It looks like little clear beads or kernels of corn almost in there. So I don't know if there's a part organic element to those door peephole things. Um, but yeah, let's just say it's a visor thing, visor kind of thing. Yeah, let's just say that. So I mean, overall, I really enjoyed this one. I still need to decide on what kind of ranking I would give it compared to the other two, and I'm not quite sure where I stand with that yet. Uh, like I said, it had a lot of cool elements to it. Why he decided to go back and do what he did, I understand. I do. But I'm wondering if he actually would do that. Maybe because he couldn't get a straight answer as to what they were actually going to do with the little baby Yoda. That's why he decided to, because he just didn't want it, you know, getting hurt. But he's risking a lot. Like, he's now one of the most wanted fugitives, I guess. Because all these other bounty hunters are going to be aiming for him. We have the Mandalorians protecting him, though, which is great. But now he's kind of become a wanted man. Again, falls very much in line with the Western type of vibe. So we'll have to see where that goes. And there's a lot I don't understand. I don't understand how the fobs work, why all the fobs activated after the Baby Yoda was taken. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I think it might have been that they noticed he was gone, so they reactivated all the fobs. And I love how everyone had one. That was great. And then Carl Weathers' character's like, they all hate you, Mando. You know, you did what couldn't be done. You did it. And you got the Beskar steel and you got the armor. So congrats on you. So he had earned all this praise and favor, and then he goes and just throws it all away, essentially. The Whispering Birds, yes, those were very cool. And I love how she was going to make him a signet for the Mudhorn that attacked him. He's like, no, that was undeserved. An enemy helped me. Why would an enemy help you in battle? Because it did not know it was my enemy. So instead, she makes him the Whistling Birds, which is interesting. I think he probably used what? At least 4, maybe 5 or 6, judging by that scene that fired. So how many he has left, I don't know. They really reminded me of Yondo's arrow from Guardians of the Galaxy. I just wish they kind of would like go through the armor and come back to him. Even if some of them get stuck, no problem. As long as most of them return to him, I think would be very cool because I like to see those used again. But yeah. Anyway, gotta go. Everybody hit the like button. See you later, Captain Foley. See you later, Captain Kenny. Yeah, he reminds me of Clint Eastwood. Yeah, indeed. And guys, I hate to say it again, but if you can super chat, please do. Obviously, you don't have to. One of the best ways to help us is actually Patreon, which is a monthly subscription service. The links for all that relative stuff are down in the description of every video. Plus, if you want to send us a PayPal, by all means, do that as well. Just let us know in the chat, and we'll try to read your comment or question through that way as well. But super chats are a great way to help. And even just seeing a few super chats in a live it really boosts our boosts our mood because we know that you guys are enjoying what we're doing, and we'll continue to do more lives like this. 42 of you watching, I think that's awesome. Make sure everybody hit like and make sure you're subscribed. A lot of people that watch our channel, that watch our videos, 43% or so are not actually subscribed to the channel, which is a real bummer. So I mean, if we got all those people subscribing, that'd be great. So if you guys are not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, especially since this is a Star Wars related one. Not a lot of people maybe know about Trekyards that aren't into Star Trek, but we do have Fleet Yards as well, which is kind of what this is. So if you can hit like, we do talk about other ships and other sci-fi franchises, so please do so. Lookout Tower Radio says, hey, Captain Foley. Hello, how you doing? Zeraxis puts in $5. Thank you very much. That's greatly appreciated. That just makes me smile to see that. So thank you very much. And he says, The Good, the Bad, and the Mando would have been a fun title for this one. Absolutely, it would have been. It definitely had that feeling to it. Um, and I like the western vibe to it. I was never a huge fan of westerns. My dad watched a lot of westerns when he was a kid, obviously, and when we were kids, he's just a guy that likes his westerns. So I've seen a lot of westerns. I know a lot about westerns. I'm not really the hugest fan of westerns, but I really appreciate them. And now seeing them in this context, in a sci-fi context, I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. David Bessig is awesome. Throws in $5. I am digging the flashback scenes. Will be interesting to see how that storyline keeps unfolding. Guess we need to wait for the metal smithing. Yeah, if it's going to happen now, because he needs to get more Beskar steel. He got a shit ton, and yeah, his armor looks fantastic. I love the new armor. Um, that being said, I got to pick up a Mandalorian Black Series figure. I really need to get one because I'm really enjoying this character. I should have picked one up before the series started because I'm sure now they're impossible to get. Plus, there's probably going to be new ones that have the new armor as well, so I'm excited for that also. A fistful of Yoda. A fistful of whistling birds. There you go. Let's just go back up here for a second. Just want to read one of the comments there. Slater says, is it a place to note that we got our first look at the Prime Timeline Star Trek universe today, including Geordi LaForge and Admiral Picard in his new ship? Yeah, I saw something about that on Facebook. I haven't actually looked into it. That's something we might discuss on Monday if Samuel gets back on time. He won't have time to watch The Mandalorian to do the review on Monday, but we'll be doing that on Tuesday for sure. So check out the live review of this episode, Chapter 3 of The Mandalorian. Listen on Tuesday. On Monday, we might look into the comic as the lead up to Picard. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. But it's a possibility. Like I said, it all depends on timings, whether Samuel's back on time and whatever. So look for a live on Monday, possibly, but definitely expect one on Tuesday and a few other days next week as well. The flashback scenes take place during the Clone Wars. Yes, they do, or shortly thereafter. But yes, you can tell by the droids that are attacking. I think that's why he has a distrust of droids as well, because we've heard him say no droids, and for a droid you're all right, things like that. So I will watch it tomorrow. It's nearly 2 a.m. Yeah, it is a little late for me to be doing this. I didn't have chance earlier today to do it, unfortunately, and I was going to do it like one of my late night lives, but like I said, I'm going to be out, so I thought I'd at least get some time in with you guys while I can. So this is now. Who shot the battle droid? We don't know yet. We don't know. I'm sure we'll find out in the next flashback scene. That being said, with him rescuing Yoda, because he's an innocent, it gave me that maybe it's like a foundling. Because listen to the word foundling. Somebody that was found, that was raised up by the Mandalorians, I think is what a foundling is. So, does it make sense that maybe this baby Yoda is going to grow up as a Mandalorian? Could you imagine a little baby or a little Yoda wearing Mandalorian armor? Wouldn't that be kind of cool? It'd be funny. It'd be funny. But maybe this little gal will become a foundling and be taken care of by the Mandalorians and raised as a Mandalorian assassin with force powers. Now that's an idea. They are three for three on outstanding episodes to me. Just love it. Thank you, Jeff. You can definitely identify with it, that's for sure. Gotta go, Captain Foley. Time for England to go to bed. All right, Lookout Tower Radio. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm sorry it's so late for you guys. I apologize. But David Bassett puts in $2. I wonder if a Mando from the CW show saves him. If a Mando from the CW show. I don't know what you're talking about. Zeraxis says, Force-sensitive Mando Neo Jedi Crusader thing could be neat. It could indeed. They were extracting something from Baby Yoda. Hope it wasn't Midi-chlorians. I very much, if they, yeah, I would assume they probably are. I don't want to hear about Midi-chlorians though again, personally. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Clone Ward. Hmm. The flashback is during the Clone Wars. Lots of Mandos were in the Clone Wars show. See, I haven't watched the Clone Wars. Now that I have Disney Plus, I probably will, because that and Rebels and all that is on there, which is great. It's all in one place for me. I don't have to go searching for it. It's there. I'll probably end up watching them. Hopefully, I can get into it. Like I said, my brother, he was into it. He always told me that I should watch it. I just never got around to it. It's not really. I've seen a few episodes here and there, and they're all right. But yeah, I'll probably watch it from the beginning. I think it's a good idea. I just wonder if it's a character we know or not. Also love that the apparent leader of their Mando enclave seems to have an ancient Mando helmet right out of the Old Republic days. Yeah. And what is with... Have you removed your helmet? No. Have you ever had it removed by another? No. This is the way. It's like, how do you eat? How do Mandalorians eat? How do they sleep? Do they sleep with their helmets on? It raises a lot of questions if they never take their helmets off. I'm just saying, it seems odd. And I'm sure we're going to see him without his helmet at some point during the course of this series. Um, how do you eat Mando? How do they shower? Exactly. Mandos don't eat. They feed off your fear. Oi. That's stretching the realms of possibility. And yeah, I don't buy that for a second. I gotta ask you guys too. What do you think of this view? Um, Normally I have it the other way with the futon behind me. I like this change it up though. I think this is a great view actually. And but considering that I'm going to be putting up the Christmas tree, the Trekyards tree on the table over here soon, this is probably going to be the best way for me to do any videos up here. It's a lot more to look at, and hopefully you guys like it. Um, it's a little more comfortable for me as well, but we'll have to see. Let me know, guys, what you think about the view, and if it's something that you're enjoying seeing. More going on in this view. Like it better, or like it more. Thank you. Like the L cards. It's not L cards. It's just generic sci-fi computer displays because we're talking about Star Wars. So it looks good on camera. Good, good. Even have a light set up over there. It was a little bit dark before I had that set up. So, I mean, I'm glad you guys like it. But no, seriously, what is with the Mandalorians not taking off their helmets? They have to take off their helmets at some point. Whether it's in privacy of, just them, or if it's, I guess, can even around other Mandos is good because they frown on it. I don't know. It seems weird to me. It's always great seeing the 350 Enterprise. It is. I just wish I could light it up. It's just so loud. The motors on it are too loud. I wish I had LED motors, like the lights in it instead. But anyway. Dennis Williams is another superhero of the channel because he throws in a super chat of $5. Thank you very much. Do you think in the flashbacks we will see a Jedi save him? Maybe Obi-Wan, the lady that directed the episode, Deborah Chow, is making the Obi-Wan series. I mean, that's an interesting possibility. Just trying to think. So it's during the Clone Wars. Yeah, I can see that being a thing. I think it might be somebody that we do know. Whether it's a Jedi or not, I'm not sure. But it would be cool to see Obi-Wan, of course, come to the rescue. But I don't think that's going to happen necessarily. I think that's stretching it a little bit for my liking. It's probably another Mandalorian or somebody that we learned about in the series at some point. I'm not sure, but that would be kind of neat, yeah. Judge Dredd never took his helmet off. This is true. This is true. Unless it was Sylvester Stallone. I am the Law! It's a good view. The background's awesome. Thank you. Judge Dredd has a mouth hole for food, though. Exactly. What about Obi-Wan saving him and giving the child to the Mandalorians because he has a history there? I mean, cool. Would Obi-Wan do that? Would a Jedi hand over a child to the Mandalorians to raise? It's a possibility. I don't, like I said, haven't watched Clone Wars. I haven't watched that. I don't know much about the EU as far as, not the European Union, the extended universe, expanded universe for Star Wars. To know whether they're, what the whole history with the Mandalorians is. They seem to be legendary. Um, Even in this episode, they were like, there's not many Mandalorians anymore. Meanwhile, they're all underground. There's a shit ton of them right there, but they don't go out. I guess they. I don't know. I read somewhere that Boba is the same age as Anakin, or Boda. Anakin was kind of a foundling type himself. Yeah, kind of. Kind of. Yeah, I mean, so just going back to my first reaction, I thought this was a fantastic episode. I absolutely loved it. Did you like this? Did you see this? I didn't even realize that was there. I burned myself last night on the baking sheet when I was pulling out of the oven, and I got a nice burn there. It hurt like hell yesterday. Haven't even noticed it today, and now I see this. So I'm like branded for life. You'll need to get caught up on the Clone Wars with Season 7 coming. Yeah, I probably will. In Clone Wars, Obi-Wan spent some time there and loved Duchess Satine. Well, then that could definitely be a tie-in. I didn't know that. That's very interesting. So I wouldn't be opposed to him showing up in The Mandalorian or being the one that saved The Mandalorian. Din? I don't know what his name is. I wouldn't be opposed to that at all. I think it would actually work pretty well and be a nice tie-in with other stuff. But that being said, it's like Star Trek. You don't have to tie everything into everything else. So it's good in one way, bad in another, as far as I'm concerned. Goddamn bug. Ugh. I wonder if this will tie in with the Rebels at all. Sabine should still be around at this point. Will we know Ewan McGregor can keep us? Well, we know Ewan McGregor can keep a secret, yes. Okay, Pug, you're not supposed to be in this room, Pug. The Pug came into the room. This is my Baby Yoda. Come here. Come here. Come here. There she is. She's kind of cute like Baby Yoda, but she's a little too ugly to be Baby Yoda. Oh, this is gross. She looks like a sarlacc pit. When you yawn, you look like a sarlacc pit. Did you swallow Boba Fett? Did you swallow Boba Fett? Oh, yes, yeah, gross. So you gotta go downstairs now, okay? I'll be done soon. I'll come and see you. But you really shouldn't be in here because you get pug litter everywhere. Pug litter is what we call pug hair. Right? You just make everything fabulous with your pug litter everywhere. I don't want pug glitter all over the ready room. I don't want it. So can you go downstairs? Where's Dot? Go with Dot. Go with Dot. Go. My bad. That's what I get for leaving the door open. No metal ball for Precious. No, it's not a toy. Turn on the train and Precious will. Well, the train's downstairs, so that won't work. The pug needs one of those space-like baby strollers like Baby Yoda. Yeah. I want to get one of the front. It's one of the harnesses that you can put your dog in, so it like faces forward. You can carry it on your chest. I want one for her because I'd love to go out in public with her, like sitting down right in front of me, like looking at people. That was funny. The guy saying Mandalorians are so hard to find. There are literally 30 of them in that little town. Yeah, underneath their feet. Um, hi. And then they just show up out of nowhere like Flight of the Valkyries. I love how the Mandalorian says, "I got to get one of those," about the jetpack. That was great. It's a brown Yoda, yes. Um, so yeah, you guys have any more comments, questions? I mean, what would you guys rank this out of the other Mandalorian episodes? Was this one your favorite? How does it rank compared to the first two? I would love to get your thoughts on that because I'm still kind of undecided as to whether I liked it more or not as much as the other ones. It had a lot more action, of course, but that doesn't always necessarily equate to better episode. Um, I did enjoy it quite a bit. Like I said, I need to watch it once or twice more to kind of get in my brain where I think it should fit. And I love that they're so short that it's easy to rewatch them. That's kind of a good thing. This one was about 37, 38 minutes. And guys, make sure you hit like. 42 of you here. Everybody make sure you hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed. It's very important, guys. And don't forget to check out my Captain Foley personal channel as well. I'm going to be uploading some new cool stuff to that is not Star Trek or Star Wars related necessarily. So if you are not subscribed to the Captain Foley personal channel, go seek it out on YouTube, subscribe, and I will see you guys over there sometime too as well, because I like to do other stuff as well. Got a lot more interest in this Star Trek and Star Wars, believe it or not. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Greatest American Hero, great show. They need to remake The Greatest American Hero. I think that would be fantastic. See, other interests other than Star Trek and Star Wars. So, go check out the Captain Foley personal channel. So let's see. Number one, they are getting better with each one. So there you go. It's better. I thought this one was my fave. I have them all three tied at 9.975 out of 10. Look like the set for the Mando's hideout might have been a partial reuse of Jabba's palace with some CGI extensions. At the very least, the stairwell looked like it. Maybe I thought that the first episode, or the second episode, no, first episode. Yeah, when he went down the stairs for the first time, I thought that's very similar to Jabba's palace, but I was more distracted by the fact that how hard is it to see in that goddamn helmet? How many does he just know where the stairs are? Like, how many times does he rehearse that going down? Like, just the actor going down the stairs, because he doesn't look down; he looks straight ahead and goes around the curved stairs. It's like, goddamn, it'd be so easy not to not see anything in that helmet and kill yourself on a staircase. Oh, we got that other ship taking off and landing at the start of the episode. Yes, we did. I noticed that. Don't worry. The shortness of each episode makes them like an old-time movie serial with 12 chapters, which the original film hinted at. Yeah, that's why they're called chapters as well. So, what do you think the motivation for the Mandalorians helping him was? Because he's a Mandalorian, because he was protecting an innocent, or because he kind of screwed the Empire over, or the person that hired him for the bounty. Because at the beginning that was a bit of a point of a contention. You know, these were made in the Imperial smelts. This trader or whatever, and they were having this back and forth about the Mandalorian. You know, he wasn't the most favorite person of the Mandalorians there. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Why did they help him? Is it a combination of their code of honor combined with, you know, it was an innocent, combined with he is a Mandalorian as well, he's a fellow Mandalorian, we need to help him out? Or is it just because you're screwing the Empire, you're screwing the man, give it to the man? With the shorter episodes, hopefully won't be any loose threads like some shows. True enough. Because he is doing something important, even if he doesn't know it. Also, I think the leader thinks he is important to them. Okay. Yeah, it was kind of unclear as to the motivation of the Mandalorians. I just thought it was, hey, he's a Mandalorian, let's help him out. And I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. And I thought it was because he was protecting a baby, which is an innocent, like a foundling. So when Carl Weathers turned up on his ship at the end, I suddenly thought, Dylan, you son of a bitch. What's the matter? You're pushing too many pencils. I can't do a good Arnie. I can't do an Arnold person. Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. Yeah, I think they know there is a higher purpose that we will learn later. Mm-hmm. I would buy that. I would buy that. Since they lost so many during the purge, they must protect all that are left. I buy that as well, but then why are they being such dipshits when he shows up with the Beskar steel? They were kind of jealous a little bit, I think. I read somewhere that inside of the helmet displays his surroundings inside. To him, it's like he's not wearing a helmet. I would totally buy that. It doesn't explain how the actor can walk down the stairs without killing himself, though. But I would buy that. I think they help because he was one of their own, and the code means they should help one of their own, even if he is a screw up. Risking a lot to save one, if that's their motivation. Yeah. But now they have to move. They can't maintain their presence on that planet because now everybody knows that that's where the Mandalorians are hanging out. So they need to move. But this is the way, so it's fine. This is the way. I have spoken, Baby Yoda. So many memes are coming out of this show already. Each episode has its own meme. First it was I have spoken, then it was Baby Yoda, and now it's this is the way. I love it. I love the memes. So yeah, anybody else, anybody else want to do super chat or anything, that'd be cool. I'm probably going to wrap it up soon. It's been 41 minutes. This wasn't going to be a long one because Sylvie and I do have to get ready to go out a little bit later. I told you guys earlier, I got my personal Sylvia Tilly back because Sylvia is now redhead again. It's awesome. She was blonde for so long, and she looks better with red hair anyway. I met her when I met her. She had red hair, and with her complexion, I think the darker hair looks better on her. But she went back to red today, so I'm super excited about that. And yeah, that's way off track. Sorry, you guys don't even know that. But just be happy for me, because I've been asking her to change it back to red for like 2 or 3 years now. She's been blonde. But anyway, spoken I have the way this is. Yeah, that's a good combination of all of them. Perfect. Don't forget the green body paint. The green body paint, that might be a thing in the next day or so, Jeff. But yeah, Mando taking out the stormtroopers, etc., was great. It was. I love the whistling birds, as they were called, the rockets. Those are cool. Like I said, though, they reminded me of Yondo's arrow, where he whistles and it controls it. I just wish they would come back to him and like go back in the thing so he could reuse them. She does say when she gives them to him, use these sparingly, because they're not easy to replace. But I would love if they went through armor and came back and like sat back in. That would be super awesome. Even if some of them don't all return, like he maybe loses one or two. If he shoots like 6 stormtroopers, maybe one doesn't return because it gets lodged in one of the pieces of armor and is stuck there. That'd be kind of neat. They're like family. You can fight with your family, but no outsider better mess with them. Yeah, I'd buy that. T-Berg Sci-Fi Fan. Hello, Captain Foley. Just wanted to share that I love the Mando. It's true Star Wars and jetpack warfare. If only more people lived by a real code. Yes. Q1NNC. Quincy? I don't know. Puts in €5. Thank you very much. Happy end of November, Cap. Thank you very much. Guys, too, I want to apologize for not doing Captain's Logs lately or Eagle Moss reviews. I just have not been in the mood. With everything that's been going on, with the amount of busy that I've been, I just haven't had the chance or the desire. I didn't even want to set up my Christmas tree this year, just haven't felt like it. Finally got around to setting the train up, So the train is like phase one of the Christmas setups thing. I still need to put the tree up downstairs and the Trekyards tree, but those things will be done. Even though I didn't want to do them, I'll find it in my soul and in my routine to do it because it has to be done. So there will be other captain's logs and stuff coming soon. Just bear with me, guys. I'm so sorry I haven't done them lately. I feel really bad about that, but I just don't have the motivation or desire to do them right now. I feel so bad about that. Zeraxis puts in $5. Would love to see some more post-Endor Empire. Maybe do a space train robbery with an Imperial cruiser or something similar. I mean, that's one thing I liked about the Solo movie. It was a very fun little heist film. It took us out of reality for a good 2 hours and just was a fun little film. Much like Ocean's 11, whatever, a good heist film. And now that the Mandalorian is here, and it's very much um, a space western, you can definitely do those kind of stagecoach robberies, things like that. I would love that. I would love to see a heist take place on an Imperial Star Destroyer, then have to break in and break out again. I think that'd be fantastically cool. And that might happen. That might happen. This is following a lot of those Western tropes, and so that's something that I think may be something that we see happen. And I think that'd be great. I watched that Farscape Peacekeeper Star Wars command ship vid you did. It was great. Thank you very much. Yeah, we released a Fleet Yards today, so nothing Star Trek related. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And thank you very much for the kind words, Bill. Appreciate that. But yeah. So anyway, getting back to what I was saying about the captain's logs, I really apologize, guys. If you're missing them, I don't understand why you'd be missing them because it's just me. But that being said, I appreciate it that you guys like spending time with me. So thank you. There will be more captain's logs on the way. Don't worry. There's always going to be cool stuff that I'm doing that I'll be thinking of you guys and filming it. I probably want to do a Q&A very soon as well, maybe a live Q&A. But the Q&A I did formally on my captain's log, I had a post set up on the on one of the YouTube videos as well as on the Facebook page where I took your questions and I just answered them in a captain's log. I think that's something I might do again. So if you have anything you want to ask me on here is a great way via super chat. Or if I announce that for a captain's log, by all means join, put your question in there. And if I do it a live style, that might be a fun way as well. We'll have to see how it goes, but there will be a lot more like that coming. So Dennis Williams puts in $5. Love all the stuff from you and Samuel, but I have to ask, will we see any ships from the Expanse on Fleet Yards? Yes, you will. But both Samuel and myself need to watch the Expanse. I'm going to start watching it soon. We've been told multiple times we need to watch it. Samuel wants to wait till it's kind of like all there. He wants to really enjoy the experience of it. So, because there's only so many times you get to see an epic sci-fi series for the first time, so he's really been waiting for it to kind of get further along. So there's a lot more to watch. I just haven't had the time. I will get around to watching it, and yes, we will see the Rocinante, I think that's what it's called, on there, as well as some other of the ships for sure. They've been heavily requested. They'll get lots of views. We will do them, but we want to know what we're talking about first. So there's that. Yes, it's on my to-watch list with a few other things, and it's getting bumped higher up to the top of the list. So don't worry, it'll be soon. Not much more Trek news apart from Trek 4 movie, and that I'll believe it when I see it. Yes, there's an announcement, whatever. Last announcement was going to be that there was a female director helming it, and then that went away, and so I'll believe it when I see it. There's no script written, there's nothing like that. So once those kind of developments have been made, then I'll be in a position to talk about it. Until then, whatever. A lot of people are like, what happened to Quentin Tarantino? He's got his own thing going on. He's got a spin-off Star Trek thing. It's not anything having to do with the main movie or the main cast. So a lot of people are confused by the announcement, thinking that Quentin Tarantino's out. He's not. He's still doing his own projects, as far as we know. So there's lots in that way. So good night, Captain. It's midnight here, but gotta go. Peace all. Well, thank you very much. See you later. Rocinante, like Don Quixote. Rocinante. It's Rossiente as far as I'm concerned. I don't care. I'll have to hear it pronounced on the show a few times before I can get it, but there you go. Jeff knows what he's talking about. He's all into this sci-fi stuff. He's always sending me pictures of, what's on the screen at the time. And Ross in Nanti. Ross in Nanti. That sounds stupid. I like Rocinante. I don't know. Whatever. Rocinante. Who cares? It's a ship. We'll figure it out. It's fine. Ross in Ante. Ross in Ante. Okay. James Roberts says the new Star Trek 4 announcement just seems like they're testing the waters with all the other stars. Exactly. I firstly, for one, don't think that Chris Pine is back, because he was the one that was holding out for his original contract money, even though he knows that Beyond underperformed. So some of the other actors took pay cuts because they love Star Trek. They want to do it, but Chris Pine's a pricky, greedy bastard and didn't want to do it, so he fucked everything up. The fact that let Helmsworth go, that's fine with me. I think that having Helmsworth in it would kind of be a distraction. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't believe a goddamn word of it until something more is said about it, because it's just, there's nothing to go on. So, what did you think of? What did you thought of yesterday episode of Star Wars? Ozzy, I've been talking about that the whole time. I loved it. I thought it was great. That's what this is, my first reaction. And just a brief overview of it. And we're going to go into detail on it on Tuesday when Samuel and myself will do our full review of the episode. But I loved it. I thought it was great. But yes, Jeff's right. Went off track a little while ago. I tend to do that with these first reaction reviews because I get my first reaction out of the way, kind of talk about a few things, follow what you guys are saying or asking, and then usually talk about other things and get you hyped up for other stuff as well. So sorry, Ozzy, but yes, I did enjoy it very much. It's sad beyond underperformed. I actually thought it was the best of the Kelvinverse films. I totally agree with you, 100%. A lot of people agree with that. Some people hate it. You're going to get those people. I'm not a huge JJ verse fan. I want to see another JJ verse movie, though. I really do, because Beyond did good. Beyond was a good movie. The best of the three, for sure. So, yeah, I liked Beyond. And it underperformed due to the boycott and all this bullshit that was going on. So, way to go, guys. That boycotted. Whatever. Don't get me started. I'm late. Tuning in. That's fine, Ozzy. I understand. By the way, couldn't Eagle Moss do a model of that Farscape command ship? I mean, I'm sure they could. Do they have the licensing for it? I don't know. Probably not. That's probably why they haven't done it. They're doing Battlestar Galactica. They're going to be doing the Orville. They've done the Alien franchise. They've got a lot of licenses that they're working on, so I'm sure they'll be more than happy to get more. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, that's the answer that I got for you. Sorry. It's not late arriving, it's arriving precisely when you mean to. Exactly. Did you hit like when you got here? That's a good question. Make sure you hit like and make sure you're subscribed. I know Ozzy's subscribed. I can have a feeling he's subscribed, but make sure you hit like at least every time. I did hear they are making Baby Yoda toys. I've heard that too. Supposedly they're going to be here in time for Christmas. Well, get your asses in gear, guys, because you know what? I was out shopping today. I didn't see nothing. That being said, I didn't go to the other end of town where the Disney store is, but I'm sure I would have heard something by now if there was any toys out. They did say they're going to have them out before Christmas, so who knows? I know Sylvia wants one. She's a sucker for that little guy. She absolutely loves him. So, yeah. Sorry, the screen was doing a thing, so I had to do a thing. Hi, there's Mando and Baby Yoda toys happening. 4 more and it's Jeff. Oh, make Jeff pay. Only 4 more likes to get Jeff to pay. 4 more likes, guys. So if you have not hit like, hit it. I want 4 people to hit like that have showed up that haven't hit like yet. Hit like. Let's get to the make Jeff pay part. and then it's probably going to be quits for me. It's almost coming up on an hour here. I've kind of run out of things to say about the Mandalorian Chapter 3, The Sin. I thought it was fantastic, but let's hit that goal for the likes. 4 more likes. Let's do it. It's better than Porgs. It's Baby Yoda. Any more Fallen Order play-in chats? Yeah, there will be more. Absolutely, there will be. That being said, I gotta add the last 2 into the playlist. I forgot to do that. But won't be tonight. Like I said, I'm going to be out late, and usually I start those plays probably around 10:30, 11 o'clock. Tonight I'm probably going to be out till 1:30 or 2 a.m. So I'm not going to do one tonight. Sunday night I can definitely see me doing one. That being said, what do we got to do tomorrow? Yeah, I think I can do one tomorrow night for sure. But yes, there will be more, absolutely. And I'm not playing it when I'm not streaming it. If I'm streaming it, that's the only time I've played it. I've not once touched it without it being streamed, because I don't want to play without you guys. I hit the like button. 2 more. Make Jeff pay. Come on. Zeraxis is right. 2 more. 2 more. Just hit like. 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 We can do it, guys. We can make Jeff pay. You know it. Jeff Jacobs puts in $2.50. I knew you could do it. Hashtag Mandalorian for the win. There you go, guys. Thank you very much for that. That was awesome. And thank you, Jeff, for the super chat. Much appreciated. I have spoken. Use the Force. And everybody, make sure you subscribe. Look at the subscribe button underneath the video. If it is red, you have not subscribed. Make sure you hit subscribe, and then hit the bell notification icon and select all, so you get notified of all the stuff we do. We do a lot of great videos. Some of them are kind of boring like this one, but that's okay. We have a lot of great content, and we have regular Saturday releases as well as multiple lives during the week talking about episode reviews, breaking news, new shows, a lot of cool stuff. And it's a great way to join us and interact, to be part of the community, because I recognize a lot of names here on a regular basis. You guys are great. Thank you for watching, and you guys super chat, and it's awesome. So we appreciate everything you guys do. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure you hit notify. It's very important. Mine is red. Ozzy? Really? Yours is red? Hit it. Make sure it says subscribed, not subscribe. I have spoken. Use the Force to hit the like and subscribe button. I have spoken. It's the way. It is the way. That's right. All right, cool. Thank you, Ozzy. Make sure you hit the notification button as well. That being said, guys, it is now 57 minutes. It's going to be 58 minutes in like 2 seconds. 58-minute lives. Thank you very much. I need to go down and get a drink. My throat is killing me. I have such a sore throat today, and now I have dry mouth from talking with you guys, but I love doing it, so thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts on The Mandalorian down in the comments section if you're watching this after the fact, and don't forget to check out the live on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where both Samuel and myself will be talking about this episode in full detail, breaking it down, looking at screen caps, and just talking about things. It's a full live review and discussion, and it's great to have you guys there as well. So if you can join us, please do. Make sure you show up and just talk with us. Join the community. Be part of a fun group that likes talking about fun sci-fi and cool things. So until next time, guys, I'm Captain Foley. You've been watching Trekyards, or in this case, Fleet Yards. Thank you very much for doing so, and I will see you guys next time with whatever you decide to tune into, whether it's the live on Tuesday, we might do one on Monday, we're not sure yet, things like that, or just watch our regular content. So until next time, guys, I'm Captain Foley, and thanks so much for watching. See you later. May the Force be with you.